video. Yeah. So what exactly we have done so far? We have just gone through the scratch, like connecting to the cloud server, setting the basic the Linux command, setting the basic environment for Oracle, and knowing the basic password, like how to connect to the SQL after setting the environment, and which user we are going to use to connect to Oracle. We just came to know how to check the status of database, whether it is running or not. If not running, what to do, not to do. And the next thing, we have started with a very basic, keeping in mind you guys have zero idea. We have started with the select statement, that is the basic, very basic query. And we have just to keep making a note saying whatever we are learning based on, as if you have joined or you are about to join a company as a fresher, what exactly the situation you are going to face. And on the basis of that, we have just learned it. So we have gone through different level of SQL statement, very basic to little standard and all those kind. Okay, maybe a few of you have missed it, but I'll request you all to just go and go through the series that College to Corporate, session 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and today's we are going to have 9. Now, what we are going to have today? So we are going to have today mainly the DML and DDL statement. This is one of the easiest, you can say, stuff in this SQL, and one of the very, very important, again, keeping in mind the day-to-day work-wise and the project-wise, every aspect. Okay, so we are going to focus on that. And again, same way, if you guys have any problem, you can just join in the Zoom link, which I'm just going to share. Okay, so that's it, pretty much what we are going to have as our introduction session. So let me, okay, that YouTube link is already there in the description. You can just join in case somebody is looking for it, because a handful of guys have called, means they ping me in the social media saying that what means where there's the link and all those. So for them, you can go to YouTube channel, link is already there in the description, and that College to Corporate, that series is there that you have to watch starting from 1 to 9. Today is the last session for that. And Monday onwards, we are going to start, as I mentioned earlier, Monday onwards, we are going to start that the Oracle Database Administrator, that part. And if you want to build your career into that, definitely it is going to be one of the key topic, you can say, for you. Okay, so that's it pretty much. Now I'm going to share my screen, and give me 1 second. Give me, okay, so first okay. I have already shared, and on that, let me just maximize it so you all, and under that, give me 1 more minute for that. Okay, so now you all are getting one screen, okay, putty, and I'm going to connect to the default, and now we all are very much familiar with that. If you'll compare with day 1 session or day 2 session, and now you all are pretty much comfortable what I'm doing, why I'm doing, all those kind of things. Okay, so for ENV, then SH, then we have to check the process, because we are working on server itself. Okay, so we have checked already. This is the database, which version, what not, we have already gone through in last couple of sessions. I'm not going to repeat now, and I'm directly going to the position where we will focus on the DML statement. Now, DML and DDL, these two things we are going to cover today. So first I'll go for DDL, then I'll come to DML. Now, what exactly DDL is all about? Okay, so full form, again, we have already discussed, it's a data definition language. What exactly in the layman term? I know we all are here, including myself. Suppose we have zero idea about IT, and now I'm just making myself in the very little low level compared to you guys, just one level up, that's it. And keeping myself in that position, I'm trying to just recall everything when I was started my career long back. So on that, so it will help me and you guys to just relate me what I'm doing, why I'm doing. Now, topic is data definition language. So here we have already discussed that table. What is table? So inside table, we all know that we used to have records. Okay. Now, to keep that record, we have to have the physical structure in the database. How to create that physical structure? And that physical structure I'm referring to table. So what is table? It is going to contain what? The column with their data type. So how many number of columns you need it? Question, sir, on what basis we are going to define the number of column? Total depend on the need requirement. So who will give the requirement? Definitely to start with, as a fresher, the input you are going to get from your senior saying, okay, you have to create these many number of column, or this is the list of the column along with data type. Everything, all the input what you need, you are going to receive from your senior, depending on the project, because you don't know, as a fresher, you don't know this project is basically means in out, you don't know. So all the input you are going to collect or get from your senior, maybe your manager, maybe your lead, maybe your whoever is just senior than you, and they will be giving all this information. That will mainly what will be the name of the table itself. That itself the question, because when you might be knowing the syntax that we will learn, but again the question will be, okay, here I'm going to give table name XYG anything, but that anything will not work in the project. So what will be the table name? For that table name itself, there is a standard for each and every company. You cannot give table name like ABC. But sir, what will happen if I'll give ABC? It will work, no problem that. But what is we have to give name based on the project, based on some relevant information should come in that. By looking the name, you will be able to see or feel or visualize, okay, this table is for this purpose. Just like in book or copy, notebook, you're not giving ABC any name. We used to give subject, right? Why? So when needed, by just looking the name on top of it, you'll able to find out, okay, this copy or this notebook is for this purpose. Same way, we are going to have 100,000, maybe more tables. On what basis you will understand, at least it will be easy for you to understand this is the table for this purpose. That is the whole aim for this. So again, long story short, every company, every standard company have their own naming standard predefined in that organization, that company. So whenever you guys will go little senior, that Excel sheet, that software, that portal access you all are going to have. And if somebody wants to create, okay, employee table, so you will go and check in the sheet, okay, any standard defined, predefined in that employee table, that means employee name can be something else or employee is good. It may be employee as per your company standard, employee equal to EMP. So for your company, standard is set EMP. From where you collected, got this input, you got this input from repository or maybe some portal. So any word you are going to use for that table, even what column name you will give. Suppose employee ID, that is already predefined. Employee ID, if somebody or somebody want to create employee ID column, don't put employee ID, give EMP_ID. So you cannot give any name, whatever you feel like, or any developer or anybody else feel like. You all have to follow the standard. So again, this thing, whatever I'm discussing, this is not something related to the technical part, means the hardcore technical part. This is the process we all have to follow. Okay, so coming back to the main technical part. The technical part is how to create table. So syntax part. So again, syntax, whatever I'm going to use right now, you can just Google it, you'll be getting it. So this is not the main core part. You can get this information from the simple Google it, create table syntax, that's it. But what I said in last 3-4 minutes, that is vital part. Okay, that will come once we will work for any organization. Okay, now coming back to the syntax related stuff, that means what syntax will be using, how to create. So total 3 things we have to keep in mind when we are creating table. Okay, first we have to give the name of the table. Second, we need to know how many number of column you want to give depending on the project, and what are the data type for each and every column. So depending on the again project. So I'm going to just create very tiny small table, small in the sense number of column only. I'm going to take 3 or 4, not more than that. So we will do that first. And after the second phase, after maybe 10 minutes, I'm going to show you how to just modify the table. Like you want to add some column, you want to change the data type, you want to reduce the column, so on and so forth. Okay, you want to change the name of the table, those kind of things. Okay, so let's start. So hope my screen is visible to all of you. Again, let me just a second. It should be visible. Okay, so now I'm just reconnecting the session. Okay. So command wise, I'm going to fire a lot of command, but again, you don't go for the syntax, what I'm doing, what I'm typing, what I'm doing, why I'm doing that, what is the purpose behind it. Just always think on that direction. Okay. Reason, syntax, you can Google, create table, you'll get it. So try to focus on the why part, why I'm doing it, what is the purpose. Okay. Now, okay. Now we all know how to check that total number of tables. So select star from tab. Okay. We all know how to just make it column name, format A and B. Okay. So this way now I'm going to create table. How to create table? So syntax is create table. I'm giving suppose test. Okay. Now, what column name? I'm giving EID. What data type? Maybe number you can give, maybe character you can give. So I'm giving varchar 2, maybe I'm giving 10. And maybe 20, maybe 5, maybe 8, depending on the project, depending on what kind of profile or what type of project you are doing. Okay. So EID is there, then name. Name, what type? Worker type. 20. What else? Maybe salary, I'm giving number type. Salary, what number type? What is the maximum number? I'm giving 6. You can give more, you can give less. Again, depend on nature of this. Okay. So 3 column I already gave. I don't want to give more. Again, syntax and all those you might need to start with. When you will create, you will be getting, you might get error, maybe comma missing, maybe bracket missing, something related to that. Always remember, once we created one table, one object in this user called HR, same name cannot be used. Again, I'm repeating, if I'll create the same table again, same name, same, I'm just doing copy paste. See what it is saying. Name is already used by existing object. So you cannot make duplicate, it will give error. Yes, if you want to give some another name, you can give, and just I'm changing to one. See? Now if you'll go and just give select okay, so this 2 table is there, but I don't want this table. Suppose you create, we have learned how to create. I want to drop it. I don't want this. No need for this table, because I just show you drop table name. So create, if you want to remove, drop. This is the syntax. What else? Right now, what we can see here, see, 3 column with these data, right? I want to add one more column in it. So create, we have create keyword. If you remember last session, we have gone through different kind of that DQL we have gone through. Then we are just right now going for the DDL part. So I have used create, I have used drop, I have used alter. So these keyword I'm just using it. Okay, so alter table name. Okay, now add which column you want to. You have to give the column name. I'm just giving remark. Okay, so alter table name, add column name this. Okay, so add column name. What data type? Again, you have to give varchar. What, maybe 20, maybe more, whatever it's depending on the need. Okay, so see, if I'll give, again, question might be coming in your mind saying that, okay, we have to type right in this way only. Answer is yes, you have to type this way only. That's what we are saying, syntax. That is rule defined by the software. If you will not follow it, it will give error. So it will not take your way, okay? It will take the software way. And that's what we have to strictly follow, okay? To start with, it used to come in our mind, why in this way? Why not that way? No this or that, whatever is there, that is the only way, okay? So no question on that, okay? Yes, you can ask why we are doing, how, so why we are doing, yes, to add this. Why you are doing, maybe to modify this. Suppose you came to know, saying, no, 20 is very less. I want to give 40. Whatever this data type, the length, whatever we gave 20, I want 40. That can be changed. How? Same, alter table name. Again, modify. Instead of add, now modify what? With new or maybe more or less, whatever if I'll give describe, see, 20 was there, 40 is there now. So 20, 40. What else? I want to just salary column, I want only SAL, sal, that's it, not salary full. That means we want to change the column name. Or another question, you want to remove this column. How to do these kind of thing. Okay, so alter table, table name. Drop column. Which column name you want to drop? See? Now you want to change the name salary to sal. Alter table name. Rename. Okay. Rename. Rename this column to it is giving error. That means I'm doing some syntax error. Okay, so let me rename. See, now you might be thinking, okay, these things you have to remember. No need to remember. See, I also am doing, in spite of just using so many times, still I'm doing this mistake. So I know the concept, I know these things is available. Simply I'll go and Google it. Rename column in Oracle table. That's it. You'll give the syntax. So if you have the concept, because so many things are there, nobody remember everything. If I'll stop practice, even whatever create table syntax, I'll forget. And these things you are not going to use on a daily basis, right? So nothing to worry if you are making some mistake. Yes, the more you do practice, you'll able to, just like we got this error. So I know something I did it. So if you do practice on a regular basis, the thing you'll able to resolve or fix it within few seconds or a minute. But to start with, yes, it will take time. So that is natural. That is normal. Don't think that, okay, he or she is doing fast, so I have to do. No, that's okay. Everybody have their own pace, own thinking, own capacity. So don't compare with anybody or somebody is doing fast or slow. Don't do it. Okay. Now, if you see, so we have learned how to create, we have learned how to drop, we have learned how to add column, how to remove column, how to rename column, how to modify the data type, whatnot. That's it. See, for me, it took what, 15 minutes or maybe 15 or 20 minutes. So you guys must be thinking, okay, that can be done by anybody. It's not that tough, or not at all any angle it's tough, right? And that's true. But from outside, we used to think, oh my God, maybe something is there. And these are the basic concepts. You go any new technology also, what is upcoming, same concepts. Maybe way of writing is a little bit different. Concept is just 100% same. Maybe interface you might be getting, maybe GUI interface you are going to get. See, you are learning this maybe 10-15 minute thing that is going to be used across maybe 20-25 platforms. Who will tell this thing to you guys? The person professional who are already been there, done it, they only will share. But we don't have time, so who will share? Okay, so this is all about DDL. So this is ultimate or something extra is there. This is 85%. 50%, yes, advanced things are there. That's okay. 85%, can you believe, in 15 minutes? And these are things being used on a daily basis. Yes, when we will do the advanced part, that means the database administrator part, then the advanced, that 15% what I said, that is being discussed, or we will see that. Okay, but for that, yes, need patience. You all have to be there till that time if you want to get that extra 15%, and that is going to, if somebody is thinking related to job, only this particular part is going to give you job. Definitely not for only this work. It's a combination of this, and on top of it, you have to learn that little advanced part also. Maybe some other technology, maybe data science, maybe some other. Okay, so that's what this is the foundation one. Okay, and Monday onwards, what we are going to do, that is going to be the professional. And yes, are you going to get a job through that? Yes, if you are going to do practice, attend the session, definitely there are high chance you are going to get. Okay, so now next, once it's done, next part is how to put data in this table. Because right now, if I show you guys, see, no record. This, nothing is there. If nothing is there, how to put that something in it. So for that, we are going to learn data manipulation language, DML. So if you remember the keyword, what we have used, insert, update, delete. So first, insert means putting the data, update means if you want to modify the data, and then delete means removing the data. So to start with, we almost all of us, again, I'm just keeping myself on my first or second year in job. I put myself on that, and then I'm just sharing with you guys that to start with, we used to get confused between insert, that means putting data, removing data, and updating data. So far, what we have done in the table level, that is structural changes we have done. We have removed what? Column. So that is not deletion of, so one is the structural removal. Structure removal, column we are removing. That is DDL. Here we are going to discuss records, data removal. That is delete. In DDL, what we have discussed, we have just dropped or added column. Here we are going to add what? Data. In column, we have updated the data type. Structural, then update, data type. But here what we are going to update? Update the value. My name is maybe Upendra. I want to change it to Upen. So data. But earlier the structure change was what? Structural change was the column name. So hope you guys are, so to start with, we used to get confused. Okay, here also we are doing update. There also no, two different entity. One is the structure. Take example of room. If you are just door is there in the left side, you want to break the, means put that door, convert into wall and just open or construct new door. We are changing the structure of the room. Earlier, there are wooden door. Now you want to make it steel door. So those kind of structural changes, that is coming under data definition language, DDL. Now, DML, we are putting new data. So you are putting new stuff, new table, chair, or new bed, or new something. Something table is already old, it's broken. You want to replace it. So that is data. So two different things there. Don't confuse, okay? So hope you guys are making a note of what exactly the difference. And if you understood this one, it's relief for lifetime. If not, again, come what may, you have to clear this thing. Okay, I personally just faced a lot of problem to start with, and same for most of us while taking interview. But I personally found that yes, that is the thing. So hope this is crystal clear what I'm going to do right now. It's a related table chair kind of thing we are going to do. So let me put some data first. So how to put a data? So the keyword what we are going to use is insert. Okay. So column is already there in front of you. Insert into values. Then the first is what? EID. So we have to give maybe 101. Then name. You have to give, name is suppose Raj. Then salary. Salary is you are giving. See what I gave here. As per rule, when we are going to have character type, all the data should be there in the single quotation. Okay, as per rule, we have to put in the single quotation. So this is the character type, so we have to put in. But sir, if I'll not give a single quotation, what will happen? It will give error. Nowadays, whatever latest version we are using, it is doing auto conversion internally. But just don't go for auto conversion or that thought. Just think, if it is the character type worker, you have to put in the data in the single quotation. That you have to remember. Okay. Now, so name is there. And if it is number type, don't give any quotation or something. So that is as per rule. Okay, as per rule this. Now, if you see, select start from this now. Okay, now same thing you want to put on the record. So same, just do copy paste. Instead of give any other name, then give the same salary. See, if you'll give likewise, you can insert hundreds, thousands of record. Now the question is, but sir, this thing we have to just manually we have to do this thing. No. Normally what happens as per process, if you are opening any account or if you are purchasing something or filling up the form, what happens? The form used to come, right? Name, address, phone number, this. So that form's data will be collected by different programming concepts, and it is getting converted internally into this, insert into the table name values. So whatever value here, 3 values. So the form's value first you are going to put into one variable or one place. And that particular variable, that value you are putting in position 1, position 2, position 3. And that way the thing will come into the table. But if you not understand this thing, how you are going to collect data from form and putting into this format? Initial syntax wise, everything will be same. Only the value here, instead of giving direct value, these value will come from the form and putting in the variable. Through that, it is getting inserted in this way. That's what I said. That is advanced part. This thing is not clear, that you are not able to understand. And that's what from day one I'm saying, if you want to build your career as a data scientist, as an analytic, or anywhere, normal core developer or even PHP developer, all the basic concepts are same. Exact same. This thing we have to have. Sir, you said some variable, how it will take, just I'm showing you. Same thing, but little advanced. Basic is this. Now, instead of this value, what I'll give, this is what I'm giving. First is what? ID. So I'm giving ID. Now, what next? Next is name. So name also we have to give. What else? Next one is salary. See, this is what I gave is, we are saying it will ask for the value. In this way, actual thing will happen. Okay. Now see the difference. Earlier what difference and now what difference? See, enter value for EID. Give whatever value you want. Enter value for name. Give name whatever you are giving. Enter value salary. Give whatever. Now if you check, so what is happening inside? Whatever I'm giving value here, it is asking what enter value for this, enter value for this. So whenever it is asking enter this, suppose 1, 2, 3 value I gave. So this got placed into this. This will placed into this. This will place into this. And then it is saying, see this thing very carefully. It is actually placing all this thing. So same way, here we are saying enter the value, but in the form it will take in this fashion and it will write. The moment you will hit submit or some button, internal through the logic, the program, whichever program you're using, maybe Java, maybe .NET, there are many, I'm not going to. So through that, it will, ultimately this insert statement will be written in the background in that programming. Okay, so in this way, it used to happen. Now, somebody may ask, sir, but I don't want, or as per application, salaries to be removed. I don't want to put salary now. Salary part will be decided later. So team decided that, okay, the salary part should not be entered now. I want only first 2 columns data, or maybe first and third columns data. On that way, if you want to insert, what to do, how to do. Again, why I'm just asking this? Because it may happen when forms are there, few are optional form, that is field, few are star. So if somebody is not filling the star, it should be some restriction or it should not work or something like that. If it is optional, people may not give value. So if it is not there, how come the value will come here? It will not come, right? So if those are the situation, how to handle it? So long story short, out of 3 or 30 column, I want to put data for only 2 or 20 column, how to put it. And that column is given by your senior, okay, these thing will be there. So how you are going to manage these things? So whichever column value you want to give, put that column value just after the table. Put the column name here. I want to give only EID and SAL. I don't want to give name. Or I want to give EID and name. Don't SAL. SAL I don't want. So give that 2 column here, EID, comma, name. That's it. Mention this too. So the SQL, it will understand, okay, if only 2 values there, but actual column is 3, it won't confuse key. Space is 3, value is 2. Which one should I put where? If you mention ID and name, so first will go to ID, second will go to name. That's it. It would not get confused. So values what? Whatever value. If you want to take runtime, just give this. If you don't give runtime, same way what I said, just give the value, 2 value only. So now EID. So I'm giving, suppose 103 is there, 104. Name. So I made a syntax error. Values should be there. Okay. So as I mentioned earlier, okay. So instead of value, it is going to be values. Okay. Now I'm giving, suppose 104 name. See, only 2 value it took. Now if you see, salary is missing here. Excuse me. Same way, if you want to leave this, that means in next column, you can do that also. Same way, instead of the second 1, 2 column, you can give first and third column. So hope this is crystal clear to all of you why I'm doing, or why we are just doing this thing. So this is about insert. Now, after insert, you want to update it. Update what? This salary by mistake, maybe you gave 1 more 0. Or you want to just give this 5,000, you want to give 50,000 salary. You want to update it. Or this employee don't have any salary, you want to put salary for that employee. How to do that? So for that, we are going to use a keyword called update. Update what table name? Which table? Whatever table name. And set sal equal to, suppose 10,000 or 12,000. To whom? We have to mention that employee or employee name or ID, whichever as per your need. Where EID equal to which employee salary you want to update. It may be 101, 2, 3, 4, whichever. If you don't give this where clause, what will happen? Every data will be updated with same 12,000. It will be mess kind of thing. Suppose employee table is there having maybe lakhs of employee, and by mistake if somebody will do this, what will happen? Everybody's salary will be updated. So such a risky, these kind of things are there. Okay, so that got updated, this one. So guys, I'm just taking a 3-minute break, okay, just water break, and then I'll come and just give me a few minutes, okay, just I'll back. Okay, so hope you all are getting my screen. Okay, if not, you can just maybe ping me and I'll just take it. Okay, now the next related to that, what we are going to discuss is how to remove it. So we have discussed how to insert, we have discussed how to update. Now we are going to just how to remove one record from this table. Okay, so for that, see, drop was there for DDL if you want to drop the column. Here, delete statement will remove the record. Okay, so delete table name. Now we have to give condition where EID equal to which record you want to delete. Maybe 101, 102, 103, or what? I'm giving 104. And now if you see, now, so this is the basic about our DML, data manipulation language. Now, the next thing is the transaction. DTL was there, transaction. Now, here, right now, I'm using it, but I'm giving 1 minute. Any one of you, you connect to the HR user and try to give select star from test. And if possible, you can just ping me. Yeah, you can ping me. I can just see it. What output you all are getting? Because same table you have accessibility, same user ID you are having, user ID, password, everything is same. So what to give the same feeling? What I'm doing, I'm opening another window as if another person have logged in, and I will check whether these records are being displayed or not. And then I'll say or tell you what exactly the situation and why. So what I'm doing, I'm again I'm opening new session. Okay, we can able to do it here. This is a different window. Okay, same. And Oracle. And here, select star from C. But even same table, we are not getting any record. Question is why? So the answer is until or unless you will not save the data in the previous stuff, previous session or previous window, the data will not reflect to any other places, even the same person, same user, same password, somebody else, or you are using from another window. So far, whatever data is there, it is visible, going to be visible to you only, or the person who is inserting it or updating it or whatever he is doing. And how to then save those data. And whatever I'm going to put, it's a very basic 2 to 3 total word is there. That is going to help us to save data, or so the command to save it is, just a second. I think it disconnected. Okay, so if it is disconnected, still if I'll try and give the same commands here, okay, both the session got disconnected. Okay, so let me just reconnect it one more time. Okay, I'm just reconnecting it. Restart session. I give wrong username, so we have to set the environment because the session was disconnected totally. So HR user select start from test. So no record is there. So what? Let me just real quick insert few record. Okay, so we can see the scenario. All 3 columns. So I'm giving one, name is A, salary I'm giving 10. Okay, just 2, name is B, salary I'm giving 30. 3, C, and that's it. And if you see, select start from test. Now I'm going to real fast. Duplicate session. I'm taking another one. Oracle. ORINT SHA SQL plus HR / select from test. See, no record is there. If you want to have the record, you have to save it. For saving, the command is commit. And the moment I'll give this command commit, and after that, if I'll give the same, see, record came. So unless you'll not save it, same is committed, the data will not reflect to any other person, including yourself if you are using another session or another window or another terminal, whichever the case. If I'll delete it, also same thing. Suppose I want to delete. So delete from test where EID equal to 1. EID equal to 1. And if you go here and see this, see, if he will give commit, and if you come here, another window, and give the same thing, see, you can see only 2. So this is, and one more thing, this is very interesting, and this is as a fresher, 1 year, 2 year experience guys, you can just make a note what I'm doing right now. It's very interesting. Now, what I'm doing here, I'm going to insert one more record. Okay, insert one more record means one. It's already 2, 3 is there. So what I'm doing, this already syntax is available. I'm just putting start from This thing is there. And after that, I'm not giving any commit. Okay, I'm creating another table. I'm creating another table. So we can create, so far what the way we have learned, I'm going to show you another way of creating table from existing table. So this test table is already there, having 3 columns. You want to create one more table called a test one, but only 2 columns should be there, called EID and name. Duplicate, name will be different, column only 2 instead of 3. That is the criteria. So you can create it very fast. How? Create table, test one, just give as, select, only 2 columns you want, right? EID, which name, from which table? This test one is already somebody have created it. Maybe I'm creating 11. Some of you are doing practice, so maybe you created, that's okay. So I'm giving 11. See, and if you will see, describe, see, only 2 columns got created within it. And definitely here, whatever record was there. But the beauty is, this new table data also. So this is another way we learned that existing table, whatever is there, we can have new table with existing column with data also. Few of you might think or might ask, sir, but I want table, but I don't want data. It might happen. I need only structure, no data needed. How to do that part? That is also whatever we have learned, same thing, nothing new. What new will be? I'm giving another name table because the one is already 11 is already there. I'm making 12. Okay, as same syntax. Okay, same table. Where EID is less than 0. Why I'm giving less than 0? Because if I give less than 0, no record will be there. Because whatever EID we know, 1, 2, 3 is there. So no record will be there. Now, if you see, no record. That was what we were looking for. See, so easy, right? So easy part is here. What my aim for you guys to take away is only one thing. This is doable. How? Syntax is available. You can simply Google it. You may forget it. Even you no need to just type, copy paste. You'll able to do it. Now, coming back to the point what I was discussing. This is related to DDL only. Okay, these all are DDL, under DDL only. As I mentioned, little advanced. So likewise, many things are there. But that many thing is, again, it's a little bit advanced kind of thing. If you don't know, still you will able to work it. So don't worry about the next 15-14%. Worry about whatever basic thing we have learned, get 85%. Now, here I didn't give commit statement, but here I don't know, session is there, yes, luckily is there. Now if I'll give, what was the last record we have put, this is there. Okay, so this 1A10 I inserted here. And after that, if you'll check below this line, I never gave some command called commit. I didn't give commit command. And if you'll go here and just give select sharp from test one, it came. Now you can ask a question to me saying, sir, but you said we have to save it, then only this thing will come. in another session reflected, it will reflect on another session how we'll able to see it here. So again, this is related to interview. This type of question might be asked, and the answer is, after giving this any insert, update, delete, if you will give any DDL means maybe create, maybe alter, maybe whatever, drop. What will happen in the previous, whichever DML you gave, that will commit automatically. And it committed automatically. That is the reason we are able to just get this, the third newly created row. So one more thing. So hope this part is clear. Means if you have insert or update, delete, didn't give commit, but instead of commit, if by mistake or knowingly, if you give any DDL, maybe create, alter, drop, it will commit automatically. Just for FYI. Okay, and that is the reason we have just proved, we have seen just now that it was there. Now, I'm just putting one more record here. Instead of, I'm just giving duplicate record. Duplicate means the same thing is there. If I see here, select SHA from this thing. Now, what I came to now, okay, no, this thing is by mistake duplicate value I gave. I want to just remove one. How to remove? So there is way to remove it, but another new thing what we are going to, just like we used to do undo, right? Undo, redo kind of thing, that suppose you are typing something or you typed and you want to just undo. So Control Z, or we used to do undo. Same thing, how to do that type of thing here. So for that, there is a rollback. One keyword is there. Just commit means save, rollback means just undo. Now if I'll give select start from, see, this is gone, roll back. And in another, also definitely it's not saved, so you're not able to see it. Same thing, if I'll do again one more time, and I'll give a drop command, drop table test 12. And if I'll go back here, see, one is there, 2 times, see, 1, 1. Okay, so though we used what DDL, that got auto committed, and now if it is commit and you want to do it is showing what rollback completed, but ultimately it's a false signal. Data is already there. It cannot be undo now. Once committed, you cannot roll back. Again, this is one of the basic interview questions for fresher. Once committed, you cannot do roll back. Always remember this. So this commit rollback is coming under data transaction language, DTL. So to make conclusion, what we have learned: DDL, create, alter, drop; DML, insert, update, delete; and DTL, transaction, that is commit, rollback. One more was there, data control language something. So that we will do in the advanced part on due course of time. And the last question, last thing for today is, sir, how to delete this one? Because if I'll give, but condition is I want to delete only one record, not this and this both. No. Out of two, I want to remove only one. But condition what we have learned, delete from table where EID equal to 1. But the moment I'll give one, both is having one, right? If I'll give name where name equal to A, both the name are same for salary. Again, this is interview question for fresher or little experience also, 2-3 years of experience guys also. If this is the scenario, how you will able to delete it? Most of us fail to answer it, but there is a trick you have to learn it. I'm just showing you. Oracle maintained internally each and every record's unique ID. Again repeating, Oracle internally maintained each and every records, each and every table's unique ID. That is here known as row ID. It's not visible directly. If you want to see, you can see. So unique means what? Definitely two common common rows are there. So definitely that row ID will be different. And if you know the different, you put that condition and you'll be able to delete it. Question is how? I'm going to share with you. Okay. Very tricky, very important, very useful also in these kind of situations. Select row ID, from. See, this is unique. Internally, we never created it. Okay, Oracle internally maintains this. So what I'll do? Delete. Now we got delete test where row ID equal to either this. Which row you want to delete? Suppose I want to delete the last one, D. So within single quotation, okay, where row ID. You want to save it permanently? Save it. You want to see it now? You can just give select start from. See, most of us fail to answer this. Most of us. But here you guys are having edge. Whoever just again, keeping in mind you guys are fresher or maybe 1 or maybe 2 years of experience, just learning experience. Maybe also you guys are seeing this very first time, maybe. Okay, so that's it from me or from my side for today. And this is whatever we have discussed. This is coming under the foundation. So hope you guys have a little bit clarity what exactly we used to do and all those things. From Monday onwards, we are going to do the specialization part, and that's the profile, job profile, for which we are going to start. This is known as a Oracle Database Administrator, or it's a in short Oracle DBA. Okay, so that's it for now. You guys can join in next 5 minutes. Just join it in the link. Okay, so thank you. I'm just stopping it.